Hello, hello. It's Tuesday. Librarian Lucille here with you for a book review. Now, many times I have quoted Brene Brown. Many of you were introduced to her through her TED Talk. That was not my first introduction. I found Brene when I was in a leadership role and position with brokerages and was doing recruiting and things, and I wanted to find ways to create a culture that would allow me to do recruiting a simpler way. So everyone within the brokerage was excelling and doing well and hitting their potential. So I went looking for help, and that's where I found Brene Brown's book, Dare to Lead. That was my first introduction. And this is like her fourth or fifth book. And so it wasn't her first one. So I was able to go back and look at other books and be more exposed to her and try and find out why I had been through life and had not found this woman until this time in my adulthood education. Here is, if you're thinking you're not a leader and you don't want to be a leader, here's her definition of being a leader. I define a leader as anyone who takes responsibility for finding the potential in people and processes, and who has the courage to develop that potential. Now, I know you're thinking in the idea of maybe an office full of people or a culture of corporation people. I want to read this again, and I want you to think about you, just you individually. I define a leader as anyone who takes responsibility for finding the potential in people and processes, and who has the courage to develop that potential. Isn't that every one of us? Aren't we seeking our potential and processes that can be more efficient in how we get to our potential? Absolutely. So this book is for every one of us. If you're curious about where you can go, how come you're stuck, maybe how do you fix some things within your culture, and that could be your home. If you live in a home with other people, this book might be able to help with that as well. Now, I'm going to give you a quick quote. By the way, the roses that you're looking at are a lovely birthday gift from one of my children. Birthdays. We love birthdays. I love roses. Just loving it. Here's a quote she has from Jennifer Louden, Louden. She calls numbing. Now, numbing is an addictive behavior. And I've talked a little bit about addictive behaviors. And she's got a quote here. When we're anxious, disconnected, vulnerable, and alone, and feeling helpless, booze, food, work, binge watching endless hours of TV feel like comfort. But in reality, they're only casting their long shadows over our lives. It's not what you do, it's not why you do it that makes the difference. You can eat a piece of chocolate as a holy wafer of sweetness, a real comfort, or you can cram an entire chocolate bar into your mouth without even tasting it in a frantic attempt to soothe yourself. A shadow comfort. You can chat on message boards for hours and hours, being energized by the community and ready to go back to work. Or you can chat on a message board because you're avoiding talking to your partner about how angry he or she has made you last night. Great books. How great. Read. I suggest if you're looking for something maybe to get you out of a stuck place, check out Dare to Lead with Brene Brown. This is Librarian Lucille wishing you a fabulous week. So long, till next week.